I was really worried about the fact that we as a culture weren't paying enough attention to our climate issues. And that's how I came up with the No Impact Man project, which was a year of extreme environmental living with my family. It's a one-year experiment.
Right.
And it's extreme. No soda cans, no water in plastic bottles, don't buy new products, canceling our magazine and newspaper subscriptions, no throwaway plastic razors, no airplanes, no subways, no taxis, no elevators. Is it possible to have a good life without wasting so much? We discovered that to live environmentally can often mean to live more happily. And since I discovered that, I began to work on ways to get more people involved, and the No Impact Project was the result. The hardest work that was done was by the No Impact Project Associate Director Stephanie Blyer.
So in the spring of 2009, we were trying to come up with a way to engage people after they see the film or read the book. And we wanted to go beyond, having them sign a pledge or call their senator. And the idea that we came up with our funders, the Fledgling Fund, was a one-week experiential learning program where people could experience what Colin tried for a year.
The first day is consumption day, how to consume less. So the guide gives you an introduction to the issues, then it tells you steps you can take and suggestions you can do to consume less. And then on the energy day, it tells you, ideas to help you use less energy.
So today is Thursday of the No Impact Project. Today's challenge is replace kilowatts with ingenuity, explore no energy alternatives to accomplish your daily tasks. Well, I was on Facebook and a friend of mine had posted the link to the experiment, and I thought, well, if she can do it, I think I certainly can. So the first exercise is to go around the house and see how much electricity I'm using. So in this room, we have the ubiquitous computer, printer, cable box, the lamp. Out here we have the theatrical lamp that I love to use. It's like I leave it on constantly. I just wonder how much electricity I would save just by shutting that one light off. This is almost like a pivotal moment, shutting off that light. If you notice, as you walk around the apartment, I have a lot of candles. And I actually really like using candlelight, but it's funny how infrequently I think to do it. I feel like, in a way, I need to think about the things that I most often use. It's going to be interesting how I feel and what my life feels like.
We believe that individual action goes hand in hand with collective action. So one of the ideas, one of the underpinnings of the No Impact Experiment is to serve as an entry point for people who might not otherwise get involved with the environmental movement through mainstream activism.
And so what I wanted to do was take that group of people, offer them tools for lifestyle change, but then use the resources of existing organizations.
Working Films organized this incredible summit for us in Washington, D.C. with about 20 other nonprofit organizations. They already have a built-in network, so rather than going out there and pounding the pavement and trying to create a brand new community, we essentially just piggyback on all of our nonprofit partners.
It's important that there be an understanding as to the ways in which the relationship's reciprocal and nourishes. Just as we promote Colin and No Impact Project and his vision, he promotes One Sky and our vision, because in fact our visions are aligned and they're very complementary.
So we really struck gold when the Huffington Post contacted us. Their site provided an incredible forum for participants to upload videos, photos, to share their experiences.
We hosted the videos that people uploaded directly to the site here. This is a PhD candidate at Rutgers talking about why he's doing it, his worries about global warming. Anyone can make the New Year's resolution to change their impact on the environment. And we know that when people do that by themselves, it's a lot harder. So if you create a community where people can do it together, it becomes a lot easier.
One of the things that I think is a really important element of the No Impact Week is forming both virtual and real communities where people can support each other in going through the week.
I joined Colin on a national webcast during No Impact Week. People would basically log on to a website, and there I was over webcam in my home in Washington, D.C., while Colin was in his home in New York.
As Gillian and I are talking, folks, I just want to let you know, feel free to line up with your questions. Press the Ask a Question button. Either text your questions in, or you can make a video call. Corey O'Daniel. Corey, where are you from and what's your question?
It's Sunday, and it's the end of No Impact Week. I'm sitting here in my apartment with no lights on, no electricity that I'm specifically using. And it's an interesting time to reflect. It's very, very peaceful. The hardest part was really, I think, just staying on top of myself. There are times when I'd have the lights off, and then just out of habit, I would go and switch a light on, and it might be easier to just leave it on, but then I'd remember the next second. It's just that awareness, because if I'm doing things consciously, and that means thousands of other people could as well.